Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Route X Lap Attack. In this episode we are going to be testing the 1963 Chevrolet Corvette. This will be one of 3 Stingrays that I'll be testing in this series. We're going to be doing this in chronological order. First we'll be testing this Stingray from 1963, then we'll use the one from 1969, and finally we will test the 2014 Stingray. I also must say I'm very grateful that I got extra money and mileage points because there was a racer from America that won the once a year exhibition series. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I'm not sure if it is once a year or if it's more frequent, but the fact that I don't have to do anything and yet I can still profit from these rewards, that is fantastic. Thank you to whoever won that race. I actually drive a Chevy in real life. It's not a Corvette, but it's the Cruze. You might have seen it in some of my older videos, not related to Gran Turismo, but a few days ago I got rear-ended. This happened last Friday, and the driver behind me got the traffic lights confused. The one for his lane, he was right behind me, was red, but he saw the left turn signal turning from red to green, and he thought, hey, it's time to go, but that's not how it works. Thankfully, since it wasn't my fault, the bumper, despite having been cracked and getting some minor dents, will be repaired at the other driver's expense. You always want to be careful around those delivery vans in general. The guy that hit me was in a white Ford. And I've seen a lot of people before and after being involved in this accident driving recklessly in those kind of delivery vans. Not just Fords, like all of them in general. I don't know what it is, and it's not just the delivery vans, it's also like any sort of commercial vehicle in general. I understand if you're in a rush trying to get from point A to B with your valuable cargo, but that doesn't excuse you from breaking the road laws or being reckless. The driver that hit me, he was actually I shouldn't say kind of, he was very polite about this. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, are you okay? And I actually was kind of scared, but the fact that he was being so polite to me after that accident, I must say I am kind of surprised. I just wish I can keep my bumper sticker. I have a bumper sticker that says I brake for trains. But if I have to get rid of it, at least I can find some more. Some I got for free. I've just been holding on to them for a while, waiting for the right moment to use them. Because the thing about bumper stickers, they're fun to have, but your car won't last forever. And this is especially the case with my Cruze, since I'm in a 5-year lease plan with it at a Fred Bean's dealership. I have been thinking about keeping the car, but at the same time I also want to get something brand new. There's a lot of people that say you don't want to get a brand new car because it's not a good thing to do financially compared to getting a used car, but for me, you know, like the feeling of finally getting something brand new, that's satisfying to me because you don't have to worry about having any part break down on you for an extremely long time. You know, that's the thing with a lot of people that like to drive cars. They just want something brand new, and then they get rid of it 4 years later. It's like, okay, I'm done. This isn't brand new anymore. I want something brand new. And that's practically with everything in general, not just with cars, but like literally everything that you think of. PlayStation, television, laundry machines, anything you can think of. Everybody wants to have something brand new for that thing. I mean, personally, I'm fine with everything else I've got, but the fact that I have like a brand new car, or I want to get a brand new car, that would be really satisfying. Especially when you have a lot of driving to do. In my position, I not only have a job as a gas station attendant at Wawa, but I still have my photographer job at Green Frog, where I film trains. I'm this close to finishing my sequel to Pennsylvania Highlights. I just gotta catch this one excursion on the Reading and Northern. And I've also been doing some filming along the Keystone Line between Philadelphia and Harrisburg. I'm mainly focusing on Amtrak trains because this is focused on the ACS 64. It's a really nice locomotive. In fact, I even bought an N-scale model of it for my layout. I have also considered buying one of the HO scale models for SEPTA, but the fact that Bachmann is charging so much for it, I think I'm going to wait a little while before I actually do buy that. Besides, there's a lot of other locomotives I want, such as the Southern Pacific GP30 and one of their Prairies. And something else from Conrail. Let's talk about trains another time. Because I was so distracted with that I forgot that, you know, I finished my lap. We'll go take a look at the leaderboard and see where the Stingray ended up. Well, we're at the top of N600. That's good. We passed the Mach 1 that we did in the previous episode. Let's see where we ended up in general. We're right behind a Viper. We're only 13 seconds slower, and the Viper is also red like the Corvette. In the next episode, we'll be testing out the 1969 Stingray, so we're probably going to be taking 14th from this Stingray. It's not the fastest car in the game, but I think it's the nicest one out of all the other cars. Corvettes are my favorite cars in general, so hopefully you'll stick with me in the next episode to see my 1969 Stingray.